Hey guys, my name is Anastasia Young and I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist in Manhattan, New York. I'm here today to walk you through a KEGEL program. We're going to talk a little bit about what a KEGEL is, what cues work best to create that KEGEL, and we're going to go through a 5-minute flow together with the proper cues and the rest in order for you to follow along at home. Okay? So first of all, let me introduce you to my medical model. This is a pelvis here. If we flip to the bottom, you can see we have a lot of pelvic floor musculature down here, okay? And if we look on the inside of the pelvis, we see how it comes along to the hip walls. So all those muscles all together, when we talk about our pelvic floor, this is what we're really referring to. So I want you first to think about doing a KEGEL, however that is in your head, whatever you think about doing there. Let's squeeze those muscles. Let's try to hold it for 10 seconds. Ready? And go. Now, as you squeeze and hold, I want you to think to yourself, is my contraction the same the entire way through? Meaning, does it start to lose speed? Are we losing endurance? Are we losing the ability to hold the same strength as we did in the beginning? If that's the case, then this is going to be really great for you. Okay, so let's give it a let's start from the beginning. Let's not go crazy with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a timer on the computer, and as we run the timer, I'm going to give you guys different cues to follow, okay? You can do this while you're sitting, you could do it standing, you could do it laying down. You could do it while you're waiting for your groceries at the store. You can do it, whenever you feel comfortable doing this. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. The first cues I'm going to give you guys is just that regular contraction. I just want you to get comfortable at understanding and feeling what that pelvic floor contraction might be, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start. So I want you now, we're holding for about 10 seconds. I'll let you know when to release. And I just want you to feel that pressure down below in your pelvis and relax. Good. And for the next 20 seconds, we're gonna let our pelvis open up, relax. We're gonna breathe deeply into our pelvic floor. We'll go into more detail as we go further into this segment together, what that actually means. All right, ready? We're gonna try one more time. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna hold again for another 10 seconds. Hold as long, as hard as you feel like you possibly can. Ready? We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and relaxing for 20. The next way we're gonna talk about contracting is gonna be up front and back. So think pubic bone to tailbone and the back. All right, ready? We're gonna get ready for this one. And 3, 2, 1, and we're going to squeeze front to back as hard as you can. We're holding. Good, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to relax. We're gonna do that one again. Now, as you're doing your relaxation, I want you to think about breathing deep into your pelvic floor. Try to push that breath downwards in order to get all these muscles to open up. We very rarely stretch our pelvic floor, so breathing's a really great way to do so. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're going to squeeze front to back. Remember, pubic bone to tailbone. Keep holding, we're about halfway through. Keep squeezing, squeeze, 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 and release. Very good. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna think about our 2 sit bones here. So if we look at the model, when we sit down, these are underneath, okay? And so what we're gonna try to do now is we're trying to squeeze side to side, just like so, all right? Guys, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and think about squeezing side to side. Oh no, I'm losing pieces of my model. Let's take those off. Okay. And we're squeezing side to side. You see we can work different muscles and relax, very good. And so same thing, what I want you to do is think about that breathing. Breathe deeply, let's breathe for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And get ready to squeeze and squeeze side to side. Ready? And we're holding again. Good, very good. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. And so the next piece here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna talk about going from the front. So if you think about taking these muscles here and nodding them downwards, that's the kind of motion we're going for, okay? So it's a very difficult sensation to think about, but I want you guys to try it. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, and we're going to nod the muscles down in the front, just like so. hold, we're about halfway, and 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. And so you notice now when we're doing different segments of our pelvic floor, you start to feel different muscles activating. That's a really great thing. These muscles generally in the front don't get a lot of activity. So this one cue in particular will help you guys get through strengthening those muscles. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do it one more time. We're nodding downwards like so, holding, very good. About halfway, and 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. The next one we're all going to be pretty familiar with is we're talking about the posterior pelvic floor here. So this is our rectum right there. This is our vaginal opening. So what I want you guys to do is think about squeezing around your rectum. That kind of sensation of holding gas in, that's what we're going for. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, and we're going to squeeze. So we're thinking about holding our gas inwards. Very good. That one's going to be pretty easy for all of us. Good. And we're going to relax. Good. And don't forget to do your breaths in between. So we're going to breathe deep into our abdomen. We're breathing deep into our bellies. We're letting our breath go further down into our pelvic floor. So if you think about the breath pushing this way, the breath pushes downwards into our pelvic floor. All right, ready? One last time to contract here and go. So we're squeezing, 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 hold. Very good. And 3, 2, 1, and we are all done with that. So that wasn't quite 5 minutes because we're assuming an extra 20 seconds of rest at the end. This is a really great way for you guys to get your long holds work in your Kegels, okay? Some other cues I really like using for Kegels include, think about lifting. So instead of just squeezing, 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 now we're gonna work on lifting upwards. So one of the cues that works best is imagine you're picking up a blueberry. What we're trying to do is hold the blueberry. We're not trying to crush the blueberry. We are not making blueberry jam. We are just picking up the blueberry gently. We're gonna lift it up towards our belly button, and then we're gonna gently lay it back down, okay? That's a really great cue to use as well. Lastly, a really good thing to work, so we just worked our long holds, right? But there's also something called a quick flick. And contrary to what we may think that is, a quick flick is a full range of motion contraction, okay? From bottom to top. And what we try to do is we usually count for as many as you could do in 10 seconds. That's our general knowledge on if that's normal, is it not normal. The normal number is actually 7. So it's not quite 1 contraction per second. So sometimes with my patients, we tend to do this, but people go like this. It's way too fast. You're not actually gonna get a true muscle contraction this way because you're losing that range of motion in your pelvic floor. So what I want you to do is instead of going, let's try to do up, down, up, down, up, down, just like that, okay? So I will give you that cue. I want you to think about whichever cue that we used prior, whether or not it's the contract the front, contract the back. Think about just squeezing the pelvic floor. Think about lifting and pulling up the blueberry. Think about, doing all these different pieces, or going side to side, front to back. Think about all that. Whichever one felt the strongest for you, let's use that one in this next exercise. So for the short holds or the quick flicks, we're gonna do just like so. Ready? And squeeze, relax. Squeeze, relax. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 2 more. 9, down, and last one. And relax. Very good. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, wow, that got progressively more difficult as it went. And that's probably true. In the beginning, when we try this, we have a very difficult time relaxing the pelvic floor in between our repetitions. So what I want you guys to really try to focus on is really making sure you get to the top and to the same starting point that you began at in between each repetition. Well, I hope this video really helped you and helped introduce you to a Kegel and the pelvic floor muscles here with our model. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.